Hi, I'm Dave Siddon, Executive Director at Wildlife Images. Today we're talking about two patients that are going through real critical care right now. We have a barn owl and a red-winged blackbird, both of which came in because of impacts they've had with glass or a window. This is something that's pretty common with birds, so we'd like to encourage you, if you do have bird feeders on your porch or something like that, move it away from the windows. Birds oftentimes, when they panic, they go to a dark spot. Your window is perceived as a dark spot for them to hide. One of the things that we do recommend for a preventative measure is to make the windows more visible to birds. And believe it or not, something as simple as a highlighter like this can do the trick. What you do is just make a grid across your windows with a highlighter, make sure it's really good and solid across the windows. In a couple days, we'll be able to see through this fine, not knowing that it's on the windows, but birds see a broader spectrum of visible light. The bird's ability to keep its equilibrium is definitely affected by these impacts. It's a concussion. A bird like a barn owl and a red-winged blackbird, they rely on their equilibrium, of course, for finding food, for flight, and all these sort of things. In the case of the barn owl, we put it into a sling the first couple of days and allows them to not bash around and hurt themselves. And in a blackbird, it's a little bit more delicate, so we don't put it in a sling, but we put it in a padded, isolated area where it can slowly recover as the brain bruise goes away. They get their equilibrium back, and then are able to go back out in the wild. So remember, donations to a place like Wildlife Images can make a huge difference in the survivability of these birds that desperately need our help. So if you'd like more information about these birds, how you can help, how you can be a volunteer, a donor, or maybe put us in our estate planning, you can log on to the Wildlife Images website at wildlifeimages.org. That should give you all the information you need right there. So we'll look forward to seeing you again on another episode of Walking the Wild Side.